Hi, I'm Dalton Ryan. I'm a motion graphics designer who wanted to create a video highlighting some of the causes of climate change. The first of which being the rising levels of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. They're at some of the highest levels we've ever recorded, leading to an increase in global temperature, which has caused some of the hottest years on record. That heat is melting our ice sheets in the Arctic regions, which in turn leads to our sea levels rising. All of these issues are compounding and creating some damage that some scientists are deeming irreversible. Let's take a look at some of these more in depth, shall we?
Carbon dioxide levels today are higher than at any point in at least the past 800,000 years. And over time, it's been growing exponentially. To put that into perspective, in the 1960s, the global growth rate of atmospheric carbon dioxide was roughly 0.6 to 0.1 ppm per year. Over the past decade, however, the growth rate has been closer to 2.3 ppm per year. The annual rate of increase in atmospheric carbon dioxide over the past 60 years is 100 times faster than the previous natural increases, like the ones that happened in the Ice Age 11,000 years ago. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas, a gas that absorbs and radiates heat. This excess amount of carbon dioxide that we see in our atmosphere is responsible for about 2/3 of the total energy imbalance that is causing Earth's temperature to rise. Which brings me to my next point. According to these thermometers, you can see that the rise in global temperature has gone up each decade fairly consistently since 1960s. But in 2019, we're almost at 1 degree Celsius, and that's when the problems start coming in. At our current temperature trends, we're on a fast track to hitting 1.5 degrees Celsius, which would cause severe droughts and heat waves that last multiple days. If we don't start trying to limit this raise in the global temperature average, Earth is going to look like one big ball of dust. The rise in average global temperature affects different areas of the planet in different ways. The hardest hit area by these raises in temperature is the Arctic during its cooling seasons. From this graph you can see that we lost over 47 million square kilometers in Greenland's ice sheet in 2012 alone. If the Greenland ice sheet melted in its totality, scientists estimate that sea level would rise about 6 meters or 20 feet. And if the Antarctic ice sheet melted, scientists say that the sea level would rise by about 60 meters or 200 feet. Not to mention polar bear habitats, which will be absolutely destroyed. But if animals aren't your thing, maybe you'll care if your beach house is underwater. When sea levels rise as rapidly as they have been, even a small increase can have devastating effects on coastal habitats farther inland. It can cause destructive erosion, wetland flooding, aquifer and agricultural soil contamination with salt, and lost habitat for fish, birds, and plants. There's a lot we need to be fighting for right now. Our health, each other, and our planet. It's not easy. But if we support one another and stand up for what we know is right in our hearts, it could be that much easier.